The life and sad ending of Andy Devine. Andrew Weber Devine was born in Flagstaff, Arizona, October 7, 1905. He grew up in Kingman, Arizona, where his family moved when he was 1 year old. His father was Thomas Devine, Jr., born in 1869 in Kalamazoo County, Michigan. Andy's grandfather, Thomas Devine, Sr., was born in 1842 in County Tipperary, Ireland, and immigrated to the United States in 1952. Andy's mother was Amy Ward, a granddaughter of Commander James H. Ward, the first officer of the United States Navy killed during the Civil War. He attended St. Mary's College in Leavenworth, Kansas, St. Benedict's College in Atchison, Kansas, and in Northern Arizona State Teachers College, and was a football player at Santa Clara University. He also played semi-professional football under the pseudonym Jeremiah Schwartz. His football experience led to his first sizable film role in The Spirit of Notre Dame in 1931. Devine had the ambition to act, so after college he went to Hollywood, where he worked as a lifeguard at Venice Beach, in easy distance of the studios. While filming Dr. Bull at Fox Studios in 1933, he met Dorothy House. They were married on October 28, 1933, in Las Vegas, Nevada, and remained long time. They had 2 children, Timothy Andrew Devine and Dennis Patrick Gabriel Devine. His peculiar, wheezy voice was the first thought likely to prevent him from moving to the talkies, but instead it became his trademark. Devine claimed that his distinctive voice resulted from a childhood accident in which he fell while running with a curtain rod in his mouth at Beale Hotel in Kingman, causing the rod to pierce the roof of his mouth. When he was able to speak again, he had a labored, scratchy, duotone voice. Devine first attempted stand-up comedy, as he was part of a Vegas act called Three Fat Guys, along with David Arvidin and Jackie Gleason. They would have a back-and-forth banter on stage, revolving around second-rate jokes, which did not get much reaction from the audience. After Devine and Gleason left this act, Devine later appeared in more than 400 films and starred with Walter Brennan, another character actor. The rare ability to move with ease from B-movie westerns to featured films. His notable roles included Cookie, Roy Rogers' sidekick, in 10 films, a role in Romeo and Juliet, 1936, and as Danny in A Star is Born, 1937. He appeared in several films with John Wayne, including Stagecoach, 1939, Island in the Sky, 1953, and The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, 1962. He was a longtime contract player with Universal, which in 1939 paired him with Richard Arlen for a series of fast-paced B-pictures that mixed action and comedy. They made 14 over a 2-year period. When Arlen left in 1941, the series continued for another 2 years, teaming Devine with various actors, often Leo Carrillo. Most of Devine's characters were reluctant to get involved in the action, but he played the hero in Island in the Sky, 1953, as an expert pilot who leads other aviators on the arduous stretch for a missing airplane. Devine was generally known for his comic roles, but Jack Webb cast him as a police detective in Pete Kelly's Blues, 1955, for which Devine lowered his voice and was more serious than usual. Devine worked extensively in radio and is well remembered for his role as Jingles, Guy Madison's sidekick in The Adventures of Wild Bill Hickok, which the 2 actors reprised on television. Devine appeared over 75 times on Jack Benny's radio show between 1936 and 1942, often in Benny's semi-regular series of Western sketches, Buck Benny Rides Again. Benny frequently referred to him as the Mayor of Van Nuys. In fact, Devine served as honorary mayor of that city where he lived, preferring to be away from the bustle of Hollywood. From May 18, 1938 to 1957, when he moved to Newport Beach. Devine also worked in television. He hosted Andy's Gang, a children's TV show on NBC from 1955 to 1960. During this time, he also made multiple appearances on NBC's The Ford Show, starring Tennessee Ernie Ford. In addition, he was a guest star on many television shows in the 1950s and 60s, including an episode of The Twilight Zone titled Hocus Pocus and Frisbee, playing the part of Frisbee, a teller of tall tales who impresses a group of gullible alien kidnappers. Next, he played Hap Gorman, a character likewise given to tall tales, in 5 episodes of the NBC TV series Flipper during its 1964 season. He played the role of Jake Sloan in the 1961 episode Big Jake of the acclaimed anthology series The Barbara Stanwyck Show, also on NBC. He also played Honest John Denton in the episode A Horse of a Different Cutter in the short-lived series The Rounders. He made a cameo appearance as Santa Claus in an episode of the 1960s live-action Batman TV series on ABC. The episode, entitled The Duo is Slumming, was originally broadcast on December 22, 1966, 3 days before Christmas. In this role, he directly addressed the viewers, wishing them a Merry Christmas. Devine made his stage debut in 1957 with his portrayal of Captain Andy in Guy Lombardo's production of Showboat at the Jones Beach Theater in Wantagh, Long Island. In 1973, he went to Monroe, Louisiana, at the request of George C. Bryan, an actor and filmmaker who headed the theater department at the University of Louisiana at Monroe, to perform in Showboat. He also performed voice parts in animated films, including Friar Tuck in Disney's Robin Hood. He also provided the voice of Cornelius the Rooster in several TV commercials for Kellogg's Corn Flakes. Devine was a pilot and owned Provo Devine, a flying school that trained flyers for the government during World War II. His film appearances in later years included roles in Zebra in the Kitchen, 1965, The Over the Hill Gang, 1969, and Myra Breckenridge, 1970. Sadly, Devine died of leukemia at the age of 71 in Orange, California, on February 18, 1977. His funeral mass was held at Holy Family Cathedral. Actor Ken Curtis sang at the funeral. He was cremated and his ashes given to family. He was awarded 2 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for television at 6366 Hollywood Boulevard and for radio at 6258 Hollywood Boulevard in Hollywood, California.